Welcome to a video entitled Using Ranking. And here you're going to see some things that first will kind of blow your mind that SQL can figure this stuff out this quickly, but you're going to see a lot of value in this for analyzing your data, and especially analyzing how your data matches against itself and other aspects of the data. The best way to understand this is to see it. So let's do a quick little query here. I'm going to select Business Entity ID and then Rate. And I'm going to pull that from the Human Resources schema, and I am going to grab the Employee Pay History table because that has the two columns that I want and is perfect for making a relatively simple example out of this, okay? I am going to execute this query right here, and I want you to notice what it gives us. It gives us the business entity ID and it gives us the rates. Now, if I ordered these rates by that rate column, and then I execute it, I don't have to highlight it all since it's just that one, you can see that it's ranking them in ascending order. I can go back and I can make that descending, and I can hit F5, same thing, and execute that. And you see, I can see that my highest rate sold so far is by business entity ID number 1. The second one, 84 by 25, and so forth. Well, that's kind of cool in this order, but if I put them in business entity ID order, well, that's going to change these, and I can't tell what position it is. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add another column here, okay? I'm going to put a comma there, and I'm going to indent this so you can see it. I'm going to use the keyword rank, open and close parentheses, and the keyword over is telling me, or I'm going to use that to tell the query engine what exactly I want to have the ranking built on, okay? Now, you can go out and read, and I would strongly encourage you to do this. Go read about ranking and window functions and all that out there in the documentation, but it's best to just see it at first and understand what's going on. So notice we're going to say order by rate, descending, and then we're going to alias the column as rank by rate. Now I'm going to come down here and take this order by off because I don't need it. And I want you to notice what happens when I run this query right here this time. Notice it gives me a rank by rate. So over this rate, it has ranked these things. Notice there, this is the first one, right? This is the second one. This is the third one and fourth. And notice these two tied. So business entity 263 and business entity ID 7. And that would correlate back to a person, a salesperson. Both have sold at this rate, so they're tied for 6th place. And notice ranking didn't apply 7th because technically one of these is 7. And so we go to 8. And you say, well, that's kind of cool, but I could have figured that out by looking at it. But notice what happens when I order by business entity ID and I run this query. Notice my rank by rate still shows, but now I can look up by business entity ID. Okay, so business entity ID 5, let's see, wow, you've sold at 36, your rank's 24 right now. Business entity 51, you're at 171. And you can see how this works, right? This is ranking based on a certain column, okay, based on a certain value. Now, let's go down and take a look at another one. All this is out there in your working files folder in a rankingexamples.sql file. I'm just going to copy and paste a couple in. And in this one, we're going to get a little more involved here. We're going to do some inner joins, which we technically in order haven't dealt with yet in the course. So just kind of watch this and take my word for it. It works. And I'm going to paste this in. Notice we're going to rank within a partition. We're going to partition based on the location ID. And the ranking is going to start over at 1 for every new location ID. And so I'm going to highlight this query and execute it. And notice we're just doing a rank. And notice the rank is number 1, location ID 3. So the location ID is what we're ranking over. And notice partition by location ID, order by iQuantity. So we're going by quantity within the ranks, right? So notice that within location ID 3, we have these people. Notice the quantity is descending, and here's the rank. These first two tied with 49. This one went 3rd, this one went 4th, this one went 5th. Then we come down, the next location ID starts here with 4, and we're ranking those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I don't know how far we go here. Well, that's all of them that we got back. But this will show you how we can partition on a column location ID and then order it by quantity, but yet rank it by these location IDs. The best thing I can tell you is to get in a quiet room away from all distractions. You can fill in the blank for distractions there. I don't want to get into a mess with you. But look at this query, paste it in, play with it a little bit, change some things up, play with it. Notice we only got location 3 and 4 because of the between command here. But take a look at these and see what's going on. In a video entitled More Ranking Examples, I'm going to continue and show you the rest of the examples, and all these examples are in that rankingexamples.sql file. So join me in More Ranking Examples, and we'll see a little bit more going on here. Pretty cool stuff.